Good evening and welcome to our bank holiday crafting. My name's Jenny McCormack and I'm an independent stampinup demonstrator, and it is Monday the 29th of May 2023. Thank you so much for joining us. It's bank holiday here in the UK. And let me just turn that down, don't need to listen to myself twice. And we have some crafting with a new stamp set which is in our annual catalogue. It's called Bird's Eye View, and you can find this on page 48 of our annual catalogue. It's £19 for the set, and there are 11 photopolymer stamps, and this is perfect for photopolymer because you can see where to position the glasses. This is a little monocle, but you could also use that as a little balloon if you just moved up slightly. Hopefully you can see that on there. Hi Jeanette, thanks for joining us. I hope you've had a good bank holiday Monday. So in the set itself we have a branch, we have 5 different birds altogether, we have a small one here, we have 2 facing to the right, 1 facing to the left and 1 straight on. We have a set of books, and then we have 2 different pairs of glasses and obviously the leaves if you want them for the branches. There's no dies with this, it's just a straightforward stamp set, but there's some fun little ideas here. So on this particular card they've used a frame created with the Countryside Inn dies, which actually I'm going to use for our outline today. So let me show you what we're going to create. It's just going to be a simple straightforward card. This is what we're doing at Coffee and Card this week, and so the one that I'm doing today is this cute little one here with the little bird. I might do a different bird standing on a little pile of books, and it's got a pair of glasses on. And this one says congratulations, and I thought it was perfect as we're in exam season here at the minute in the UK. And so to help people that are studying for exams or have finished their exams, then this would be a perfect card for them. It could be good luck rather than congratulations, and also this would work for graduation. And just some fun little cards for book lovers and book readers everywhere. So I'm going to be using one of these shapes. This is from the Countryside Inn, or Countryside Corners I should say, because Countryside Inn is the name of the papers. And this particular set has effectively concentric hexagons. I know they're not true hexagons, but they are 6-sided, and I've just cut them out of some different colours ready for Coffee and Card. So I'll choose my background layer. But so what I've done is I've cut this in a basic white, and I'm going to layer it onto one of these coloured pieces when I've done my stamping and colouring in. And it's a fun set in that these are all from large to small, and there is a coordinating stamp set that has outlines so that you can cut frames, for example, with different stitching around it. Just for today we're using it as is, just with 2 layers. There is a bigger layer and then lots of smaller ones down to a tiny little banner at the bottom. So if I've got them to hand, I have indeed. So Countryside Corners, sorry they're a bit over the place aren't they, so I just put them in order so you can see them. So there's a useful banner sized ones there. This one is absolutely tiny. Not quite sure what you would actually fit on there, but it's quite nice as a little like a pretend ribbon, faux ribbon. So those are the different layers. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 6, and then this one in the centre. The largest one can actually be used on a note card like so to make an interesting note card. So I will do that perhaps later in the week. But I've just cut out 2 layers for the time being. Let's tuck those away before I lose them. And the countryside corners, you can buy the dies on their own for £27, or you can buy them with the coordinating stamp set for £44. Okay, so I'm going to be using a note card and envelope as it is for coffee and card. Just going to fold that and score. Glad you've had a good bank holiday. This morning I took Cassie out for a walk and I was absolutely freezing. The wind was cold, there was no sun, and then this afternoon the sun came out and it's been glorious. So I'm going to use this one in portraits. I'm going to recreate this just with some different colours. And so I have my stack of books, and I did think you could do lots with these books. You could have them stacked up. You could also have books going to one side and the other, and an owl in the middle. So I might have a play with that later in the week as well. I say owl, they don't have to be owls. This one looks more like an owl than anything else, but I'm actually going to use a different bird for our design today. So I'm using Early Espresso, but you could use really any colour you wish. You could use black, you could use grey, you could use any dark colour as well. So just the outline for the books, like so. And then I'm going to use this chappy today. So just inking him up. I probably need to put more ink in my espresso, which is why I was using it a fair amount. Let's pop him on here, like so. And then I've got his glasses, which are rather large for this bird, but they will do the job. And you can see through them, even though I have rather inked it up. There we go. And then I'm going to pop a sentiment at the top, and let's see. This particular set works really well with the other bird set called Sweet Songbirds, this one here, which was in our catalogue last year. Hi Zana, lovely to have you join us. Haven't seen you for yonks, or haven't caught up with you here for yonks. So this is Sweet Songbirds, and it's got these little music notes which I used last week with the music set, but it's also got a little note of thanks, which is quite fun, and then a little bird told me, you've got something to celebrate, or it's your special day. So some fun sentiments that would work particularly well. So for this one, I think I'm going to do, I just want to put something on the front. So a little bird told me, and then inside I'm going to use you've got something to celebrate. And that could be passing an exam, or just somebody who'd studied particularly well. Let's take a slightly larger block. Okay, so I left plenty of space this time round. I think I put my books a bit further down than this one here. So a little bird told me, Really sweet. Okay, I'll put those to one side and I'll clean them straight away afterwards. And I'm just going to do some simple colouring in. And I've got 3 books here that I can do in different colours, and then the little bird himself or herself. Let's have some nice, what colours should we have for the books? I might have boho blue because I might use this particular layer, which is boho blue. And these glasses would be great fun as a background, wouldn't they? As with the books. Oh, bless you. Sanna's missing and not in action. That's not good. Okay, so let's just colour this in. I like the fact that the legs are stick legs, so you can stamp it as if it's standing on top or sort of in the middle of the book. Let's do, this is boho blue, and we've got our class tomorrow using this set, and then my video class at the weekend. So this is the dark. Let's give a little bit of interest on the spine. And obviously you can have absolutely multiple colours on there if you wish to. Let's see. Let's go for a dark green. I've got Mossy Meadow. Like so. So I hope you've had a nice day. I've had a busy day. We have coffee and card on a bank holiday Monday, even though it is bank holiday. But I have to say, the place where we had the coffee and card was absolutely packed, and lucky for me, I pre-book our table, so I'm very glad I did, because we might not have had anywhere to sit. Let's see. I've got white. I've got wild wheat here, which might look quite nice. I have to say, hi Brenda, good evening to you. As well as being busy, it was noisy. There was a family with a particularly noisy young child next to us, or near us. Okay, so that's that one, and I'm just going to use a very light yellow probably for the pages, but you could use a grey. I think I used crumb cake on this one. So let me show you it as it is. So this is what we're having fun with, Brenda. This is our stamp set of the week, and our coffee and card design. What we're going to put at the bottom, maybe red. Let's see, I've got Sweet Sorbet and Poppy Parade. Let's not have a mix. So let's use Sweet Sorbet. This is the dark. So I'm just using this on the edges, like so, and then I use the lighter one in between. Okay. It appeared. Excellent, Susan. I'm very glad about that. I should normally appear, but it really depends on Facebook. Oh, okay. Thank you. Is anybody else having a sound issue? If you are, let me know. My microphone is right next to me, but it could be that I'm moving away from it. What colour am I going to have along there? Crumb cake, I think. So a stack of books is perfect. All good here for Jeanette. Okay. Thank you, Jeanette. And let me see, I have lemon lolly and I just want a very light colour for the pages. Like so. Sort of fading into nothing. And I'm just going to use my colour lifter to take a little bit of that out. So it's just a sweet little set, and what I do like about this set is the birds are not lifelike, so they're not sort of natural, so you don't feel the need to colour them in accurately. You know, you can have a really wild set of colours. Oh, of course, Susan and Jeanette, you know each other, I forgot. Okay, so now I'm just going to do my little bird, and I think I'm just going to use something similar, dark and light crumb cake, and maybe a little bit of blue on his tummy. I've got light pool party. So let's just do that sort of thing. And then a light crumb cake around the edge. So I don't know what weather you've had today, Susan. It's been quite weird around here. Very cold this morning and then warm this afternoon. So I'm just using the colour lifter between these two just to lighten both of them and help them blend together, because I've got two different colours here. Okay, and let's do our wings. So I've got dark and light crumb cake. That's that there at the top. And here. Oh, nice. Gorgeous and hot. Oh my goodness. It didn't get hot here until this afternoon. Right, I'm giving them a little orangey beak. Not really that they have particularly orange beaks, but just want it to stand out a little bit. And then light crumb cake. So we had great fun colouring these in. Had coffee and card and toaster this morning, and hopefully we'll have some fun again tomorrow. So we have coffee and card in the morning, so it's my busy Tuesday, the last Tuesday of the month. Typically I have coffee and card in the morning and then card class in the afternoon. So it's a fairly full-on day, and of course then an evening Facebook Live as well. Mustn't forget that. Right, There we go. Just going to use a little bit darker here where the wings would be in shadow. Like so. Okay. Right, so I think I'm going to use that one because I picked up the boho blue, but I could use really any. I could use the bright red, anything I wanted to for that. So on this one I've just used this shape, but our standard piece of card here for the note card. So that piece measures 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, and I've used that actually to cut down for this piece here. And then it's going to fit perfectly on our note card. I could put a layer behind it as well. If I've got one, I might have a look and see as an additional layer. I will, however, in the meantime, stamp that cute little bird onto my envelope. Oh, Brenda's back. I hope it's working for you, Brenda. So this is our fun coffee and card design for tomorrow. I don't as yet know how many people are coming, Brenda. I'll pop it in the group and we can see. So there's that one on there, and I think he deserves to be popped on the back as well. In the middle, or near enough. Okay, so let me just see if I've got any, I think I have got some patterned paper that we're using for our card class. It's a bit too much with the white. That's too much of a pattern. Let me just see if I've got anything, another piece to hand. That would work, wouldn't it? Let's just add that. Just because it's there. Is that volume better, I'm wondering, Brenda? Oh, good. So I'm just going to cut this very slightly smaller than my card. Oh my goodness, Bill's in Bicester, Joanne's in Kent, Catherine's in Cornwall. So Susan is having a nice quiet time. So I'm just doing this 1/8 of an inch smaller. 3.5 by 5. There we go. I love this countryside in papers. If you love blue and white, it's a great combination. That's the one with the bunnies on. And the good news is that we have a forthcoming sale for the month of June, and that is 15%, 15% off all of our main designer papers. So all of the ones that I featured in my paper share, for example, are all reduced by 15%, which means the majority of them are less than £10. So I will be sending details of that out, but if you've got your eye on any of the papers, wait until June to order them. And if people are interested, I'm happy to do a new paper share at the reduced price. So I'll calculate what the difference is, and if you're interested, let me know. Okay, so I'm going to pop the bird and the panel up on dimensionals. So, and then this one I'm just going to put flat, like that. So I haven't got too many layers going on. I might just put a little bit of blending brush and ink on that, just so it stands out a little bit better from here. So let me just find boho blue. There we go. Grab a blue brush. There we go. Perfect. And remember, to get the best effect, you want to come in from the edge. You don't want to start in the middle or on your card. I hope you don't feel dizzy when I do this. Okay. So after we put it on here, hopefully you can see this is where I've done the blending on the right hand side, and on the left is not blended. So just makes it stand out a little bit, as I've added this layer behind, which I wasn't going to. Okay, and then we're done. I'll look at the time, just the right time. Okay. That will do just enough to show the edge. I'm going to pop that on with glue, and then my layer with my dimensionals. So this is useful with the lines, because you can use the lines to keep that nice and straight, assuming you cut it straight in the first place, of course. Take that out of the way. Hi Sandra. Thank you for joining us, and then that's going to go onto there. And we are done. So, a fun little stamp set. Thanks Jeanette, I appreciate you joining us. Hopefully might see you tomorrow, but if not, I know you'll catch up on replay. Thank you. Right. So a little bird told me, and then inside I could put congratulations, or it's your special day, or you've got something to celebrate, or it could be it's your birthday. And then I've got my little chappy on the front and the back. And if you want to colour those in, and I might add a little bit of bling as well. If you want to colour those in, then what I recommend is just grabbing an off cut of card, or even a piece of grid paper. I've just jumped away. And then what I do is, if I was colouring this bird in, I don't want the ink to run through to the back. So all I do is just pop a piece of card or spare paper, off-cut colour onto there, and then if there is any that bleeds through, it goes onto the grid paper and not onto the back of your envelope. So that's that. Let me just grab some bling and we're done. So a cute card for our coffee and cards this week. Let's see what I've got. I might just add a little bit of plain bling. I have got some, I have got some boho blue, maybe I will use that. So these are the in colour decorative dots that match the 5 new in colours, and this is the boho blue, so you can see what a good match that is. So I am just going to use those instead. Let's find my pokey tool and just add some here, bend that away a little bit. One, two, three. There we go. So thank you so much to everybody who has joined us. I will colour in my bird on the envelope, but I don't need to do that live because you've seen me doing this one already. So I will do that to finish it off. So thank you for joining me this evening. I'm at Coffee and Cards in the morning tomorrow. That's 9:30 in Brackley. I've got my class in the afternoon. That's 2 o'clock in Evenley, just outside of Brackley. But I'll be back here for the live at 7 PM tomorrow. So if you're around and would like to join us, I'd love to see you here. There's our finished card. Little bird told me. And I'm going to leave the inside blank until I know what sentiment I want to pop on the inside. That sentiment, by the way, is from the Sweet Songbirds stamp set, which is this one here, which has got little bird told me it's your special day, you've got something to celebrate, congratulations, a little note of thanks as well. So a great coordinating set. So thank you so much. I do hope you have a great morning, afternoon or evening, depending on where you are from and when you're watching. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great time, and I look forward to crafting with you again very soon, hopefully tomorrow. Thank you so much everyone. Bye now and take care.